Hey y'all, Scott, South Texas, actually in Tomball, just north of Katy. Doing another video for y'all, Southern style. I'm gonna show y'all some brush techniques. So we got this texture. DIY guy came through and removed this thing, big light that they come down, add can lights, add speakers. But he called me because he was concerned about the texture, and it's a very difficult texture if you don't know what you're doing. So this is a regular Stomp brush here. This is what you can buy at Home Depot, Lowe's. This is what this texture turns out to be. We shorten the bristles and then we put spaces in them, and then we use this, and I'll put this on a paint pole and I'll demonstrate here in a second. But that's how you get the fingers. If you look again, see the fingers and sort of the impression of the brush. So we'll stomp the brush and then we'll knock it down. So we'll show you how we do it. So I got some mud in the bucket, kind of loose, maybe like skimming mud. You don't want too loose, but you don't want too thick either. So I'll just do one side. This other side will be to stamp off to get smaller bristles, if you will. Screw this bad boy on here. Do it a little bit bigger. So I just put this on the floor. And then I wet the brush. It's imperative to wet the brush prior so the mud sticks good on it. So we'll get it good and muddy, if you will, and then stamp off so you're not too big. We'll cut across. A little bit thicker. And I'll do half of the brush to mix it up because the brush isn't really fine-tuned. It's not an actual impression of the brush, so you got to kind of move it around so it doesn't appear as such. But you want to get a little good pressure on it. So you see right there in the middle right there, and you can see out here there's a lot of pushing, so I'm kind of hitting hard, but I'm going to mix it up. So same here, I want to avoid a full brush mark, so I'm just using half the brush. I don't know what the original brush looks like. This is one that we made that works pretty well when it's all said and done. It's a little tedious. They use a double bristle brush when they do it. Whatever one they cut, they just always cut them custom. So you really got to figure it out, play with it, maybe get a couple brushes. But sometimes they don't work the way you cut them the first time, and they are a pain in the butt to do, for sure. So again, we'll do all this texture in first, and then we'll go through and knock it down. You want to get your edges really good. I did a little bit of mud work. You can see some dark mud in there. I kind of tightened some things up. We went through and we sponged all the edges. It's really imperative when you're matching a heavy texture because the walls, the ceilings are smooth when they start. So if you have heavy edges on your mud work, you might see them through your texture. Just mix it up. It's random. It's tedious, especially in the summertime in Texas. And boys get it done. We're getting close on it. You just want to mix it up. Don't leave the impression of the brush on there considerably. If you can get just the fingers on there every now and again, that's good too. Doing a half brush here and there to kind of mix it up. As you can see outside, there's a lot of dry spaces or flat spaces that aren't covered with the bristles, so you gotta move it around. Yeah. It's okay if you got a couple flat spots. So I come from New Orleans, been here in Houston 6 years, and when I got here I never saw any of these textures. And so I had to learn the last 6 years, so I'm gonna start doing a lot more videos on these brushes, because there's 30 or 40 of them, all different styles. That 5 brush I have one video for, there's probably 20 different ways to do that one brush. It's pretty remarkable. So we just knock it down now. All right, knockdown knife, same thing I use on all of my other videos. It's just a piece of garage threshold. Rubber's really soft. I'll keep it moist and keep it clean. And then knock this sucker down. Not a lot of pressure. Just barely touching the wall. So I'll keep that knife clean too in between. Just keep that sponge in your hand, knock it off. So I don't really know what this texture is called. I just know what it looks like. I know how to do it. So it's Stomp brush. It's a Stomp brush finish, but it's a custom one for sure. Only way you get it is to cut that brush something similar to what we did. I said it's imperative you don't let the mud get too dry. You want to make sure your mud's thick enough to start. So there's a little bit of a variance of time frame right there to get to where it's going to lay down how you want it to look. But there it is. So coming from Tomble, doing a Southern style. If y'all have any particular textures that you'd like me to demonstrate, put that in the comments. Please subscribe. Southern style. Till next time.